So it's time to take a look at the new Type 74G Platoon. Honestly, this Platoon has been pretty fun so far. I've been playing it for about a day and it's much more enjoyable than I would thought that it would be. Now, the primary two vehicles, the Type 74G and the Type 74F, are actually very similar. Visually, there is very little difference. However, stat-wise, the G variant is a bit faster and has a little bit less armor. The F variant is slower, but it seems to have a little bit better protection. However, when you play the vehicles, they will feel generally the same. Honestly, I see very little difference between the G and the F variant of this vehicle. Both have the same gun, both have the same ammo, and honestly both play the same way. So if you're good with the 74G, you will enjoy the 74F. I don't think that anyone will notice a difference between the two vehicles. In my case, from my experience, they feel about the same. So let's jump in and let's see how the Type 74 will perform. Initially, I thought that this platoon will not get a PFSDS ammo because the Type 74 that was already in the game doesn't get that. It only has a PDS. But not only you get a PFSDS, you actually get two dart ammo types for the Type 74F and for the Type 74G. Maneuverability wise, it's actually a fairly fast vehicle. Honestly, I've been pretty surprised by how it works, by how it runs. And it does play like your ordinary main battle tank in top tier. This is a tier 8 vehicle, by the way, while the previous Type 74 was tier 7, if I remember correctly. Tier 7 or also tier 8, but this is definitely the more enjoyable Type 74. However, I would say the difference between the APDS and APFSDS ammo might not be too apparent. However, in top tier, I think we all prefer the magic dart, so it is definitely nice to have this ammo type. You also have high explosive hash, but I don't really use that often on this vehicle. Don't really need to use it, but it's nice to have. You can set up different, I guess, ammo loadouts that work for you. In my case, I just like to use AP or APGM. In some cases, high explosive, but for the most part, I just use the default AP AFSDS ammo that you usually get on the top tier vehicles. Now, survivability wise, it's actually really good. Doesn't seem to get destroyed that easily like the ordinary Type 74. However, it does have some armor, but in top tier armor is irrelevant, so you should take advantage of cover, take advantage of basically whatever you can find on the map. The vehicle's maneuverability allows you to use it more aggressively. It does allow you to run around and capture, flank and stuff like that. Definitely can be played as an ordinary main battle tank. It's also stabilized, the gun is stabilized, so you can shoot on the move. If I have to compare the vehicle, it does give me the same feeling like the STA3. This vehicle definitely does give me the STA3 vibes when it comes to how it works. Also has a very good camouflage. I picked this camouflage for the vehicle. I thought that it looked nice. You also have different camo options. This is just the camo option that I like to use on this. It cost some gold, was worth it if you ask me. No complaints for me. The accuracy of the main gun, one very important aspect of the vehicle, is actually really good. It does usually land where you want it to land. That's what I'm talking about when it comes to accuracy. It's good. It's very good. Don't really know any complaints about the vehicle. From my experience, it's been working really well so far. But our match here isn't looking that well. The reload is good. The reload is actually really good, so we can't complain about the reload on this vehicle. I could go towards B, I could go towards C, but in this case that's not really a smart thing to do because it's already going to be a fail. So I'll try to destroy as many tanks as possible before the fail occurs. Victory or defeat doesn't really matter much for me. I just aim to destroy as many vehicles as I possibly can. And so far, this tank's been doing that job really well. Can't really complain about its performance so far. Let me see if I can get the ammo. Should be... Well, it did hit the ammo, but it didn't detonate the ammo. Isn't that just lovely? Isn't that just... And it's turning its turret towards me. Yep, that's not a good idea to be there anymore. Not a good idea to be there anymore, so... Yeah, I had my chance. The game prevented me from actually getting a good kill there, so... Oh, that's a lot of tanks. Yep, that's a lot of vehicles. I mean, so far I've been doing really well with this tank. It's, as I mentioned before, surprisingly enjoyable. I expected this tank to be a bit sluggish, but it ended up being actually really solid. And that's a fantastic thing. Let me see what I can do more. Okay. That was a good hit. Definitely is being played like the SDA-3. A top tier SDA-3 to be more accurate when it comes to this vehicle. Let me see if I can get that object. That object has some very interesting magic armor there. Hey, revenge bomber! There we go. That's a revenge bombing as usual. Now, this vehicle is actually it's actually not tall. It's quite low profile, and honestly, that in this case, it's actually a very good advantage because I can shoot the T-55, but the T-55 is not going to be able to fire back. Of course, they have to go back behind those. It has to go behind those things. I can shoot between the little holes, and just like that. That was a very nice hit. This is why a low profile vehicle can actually be very useful, because it can shoot through little openings like that, and that is in a lot of instances a very nice thing to be able to do. Well, this is obviously a failure, but it was a good battle. It was a fairly good battle. Not going to complain. Okay, let's go to the next one. Like next battle, that is. So, this is how this vehicle works. Again, personally, fairly happy with it. And when I say fairly happy, I'm saying I'm very happy with it. I was pleasantly surprised by how how this vehicle performed. I actually expected something more close to the classic type 74. I expected APDS ammo. I expected that, but apparently this type 74 is a bit different. Welcomed, I guess. It's definitely unique when it comes to the feeling that it gives. It doesn't quite feel like a Leopard, but at the same time it doesn't really feel like the slower main battle tanks. It's exactly like the STA-3, which is a tier 5, I think, tier 5 tank, a very nice little medium tank at that. Okay, that's a very nice position that I'm at. The gun depression is not good, unfortunately, so I am not able to go to my favorite position, but this will also work. This is also a very nice position where you can go to. Especially if the enemy team is distracted, like they are. Easily able to... Yeah, there we go. That was actually very nice. Am I going to get the revenge bomber? That's the question. I am okay. For a second I forgot how to speak. I think this is my 5th video today. I'm a little bit sleepy, that's a fact. 5th or 6th video today. I had to record the new tier 9 rank 17 platoon and have to record the new premium platoon. And in a couple days I will also record the new tier 5 platoon, which is very interesting as well. Okay, let's see. Revenge bombing was not successful because actually, okay, I take that back. And a double kill. There we go. Beautiful. Honestly, this vehicle... The question is it worth it? You know, that's the main question. Is the Type 74 worth it? Honestly, from my experience here, I would say yes. I've had fun with it. The vehicle is special in a way that it is a Type 74 with a PFS DS ammo. It actually feels interesting to drive around, and that alone I would say is worth it. It also gets the job done, and for collection I guess it's nice to have a premium vehicle, or should I say premium platoon. But we will go to the other vehicles in the platoon, also take a look at them. Some of the other vehicles within the platoon are definitely worth it. Now, why am I shooting the IS-4M like that? I actually thought that they would burn down, but we are running out of time here, so let me go backwards. The reverse speed is very nice on this vehicle, and now that gives me a better angle, and that might actually do some damage now. Oh, there we go. Nice. That was a good final hit there. So that was the Type 74G. Well, you can also say that was the Type 74F, pretty much the same vehicle. And with that being said, is this vehicle worth it? I would say yes, it's definitely good. And do tell me what you think about the new Platoon in the comments down below. But with that being said, hope you guys enjoyed. If you would like to support me, feel free to like and subscribe. And with that being said, stay safe. As always, I'll see you next time.